It's great when you can work outside with your children and get some chores done, but there are a few things kids should avoid until they're old enough. We're talking about lawn mowers. Marnie Renison spoke with safety expert Dr. James Beckerman to find out more.
Hey, Dr. Beckerman, thanks so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
How old do children need to be before they can start using a push mower?
Children under the age of 12 shouldn't really be using a lawnmower of any kind. Not a push mower or a walk-behind mower, any of them.
And why is that?
Well, a lawnmower has the blades that cut the grass that are so sharp that they can cut off fingers and toes immediately. It takes fractions of a second. So you can imagine that most kids under the age of 12 don't have the skills or judgment to be able to use a lawnmower safely or understand how serious these kinds of injuries can be. So it's best to wait until they're older than 12 before you let them use a lawnmower.
Okay, well, what about those riding lawnmowers? I mean, kids seem to have so much fun on those.
Yeah, they are fun, but they're moving vehicles. And so kids under the age of 16 shouldn't be using them.
Okay, so 12 for a push mower, 16 for a riding lawnmower. What about when I'm using the mower or my husband?
It's really important to make sure that your kids are being supervised while you're mowing the lawn. Especially if they're under the age of 6, try to keep them inside.
Okay.
And if you can't keep them inside, then at least make sure you're keeping them clear of the area that you're trying to mow.
Okay, so maybe switch off. I'll watch the kids and my husband can mow the lawn.
Also keep in mind that just because the lawnmower may not have a motor, it's still potentially dangerous because those whirring blades can flick up rocks or sticks that can hit kids in the eye and blind them or even cause cuts or even amputations.
Okay, I have to be honest, you're making me not want a lawn at all.
That's an option, but I'm sure there are things that you're doing right now, simple things that are helping you keep safe and keep your kids safe.
Right, well, I don't let them, be around when I'm trying to mow the lawn, and I actually wear goggles when I mow the lawn.
That's great. You're wearing goggles, which sets a great example, and you're keeping your kids safe. And here's a couple of other things to think about. If you do have a ride-on mower, resist the temptation to let your kids ride on as passengers or to pull them in carts or trailers because they could fall off or even be run over. And finally, remember it's a moving vehicle, so keep the ignition keys out of sight and out of reach, and always take a look around before you start it up to make sure there's nobody nearby.
Those are great reminders and really good points, really. So basically there's 3 main takeaways. This is what I learned. Number 1, children should be at least 12 years old to operate a lawnmower. Number 2, keep children away from areas where the lawnmower is in use. And number 3, never let children ride on a riding lawnmower.
Lawnmower injuries are completely preventable, so take the time to follow the safety guidelines and keep you and your family safe.